You know that person. Maybe you are that person. They talk about changing their life, the business, the money, the freedom. They can see it. They believe in it. But weeks pass, then months, and nothing moves. This isn't laziness. Psychology tells us something far more interesting is going on. Point 1. Thinking feels like doing. Here's something your brain is doing to you right now. When you vividly imagine achieving a goal, your brain releases a small hit of dopamine, the same chemical triggered by actual achievement. So the person who spends hours visualizing success, their brain has already tasted the reward. The urgency to go earn it quietly disappears. Thinking about the goal becomes the goal. Point 2. The dream is a shield. These people aren't lacking motivation. They're protecting themselves. Because as long as you haven't tried, you can't fail. The dream stays perfect, untested, and safe. The moment you take real action, you risk real rejection. And that threatens something deeper than ambition. It threatens your self-image. So the mind does what it always does. It keeps you comfortable by keeping you still. Point 3. Waiting for readiness that never comes. I'll start when the timing is right. But psychology is very clear on this. Readiness is not what triggers action. Action is what creates readiness. The confidence, the clarity, the momentum, they come after you begin, not before. The perfect moment isn't coming. It was never real to begin with. Point 4. Overthinking is exhaustion in disguise. There's a reason some of the biggest dreamers are also the most mentally drained people in the room. They've already run through every possible outcome, every risk, every failure, every embarrassing scenario. And by the time it's actually time to do something, the mind is exhausted. It has already lived through the journey 100 times. It doesn't want to do it again. Overthinking doesn't prepare you. It quietly replaces action. Point 5. The identity trap. This one runs the deepest. Your brain is wired to protect your identity, your story about who you are. And if someone quietly believes, I'm not the type who follows through, or people like me don't succeed at things like this, no amount of motivation will override that story. Because action requires becoming someone different, and that is one of the most uncomfortable things a human being can do. Talking about your dreams feels incredible. It gives you identity, excitement, and the feeling of a better future without any of the discomfort of actually building it. But real progress? It's slow, it's repetitive, it's unglamorous. Most days, it doesn't feel like anything at all. And that's why so many people stay in love with who they could be, because facing who they are right now takes a different kind of courage entirely. Big dreams are common. What's rare, genuinely rare, is the person who acts anyway, who moves while afraid, starts before ready, and keeps going when it stops feeling exciting. The gap between dreaming and doing isn't talent. It's the willingness to make your mind uncomfortable on purpose every single day. If no one has ever explained your mind to you this clearly, stick around, subscribe, and if this video resonated with you, my next one will hit even harder. We're talking about why 90% of people never make money. You don't want to miss.